Hi, welcome to the channel. Loads of reveals about 10th edition, and I wanted to highlight the good and the bad. Also really interested in what you think about all this too, so make sure you drop us a comment. It's unusual to completely refresh the datasheet, and they said they wanted to make things simpler, and this is showing up already. Playing off datasheets is great, it'll mean pickup games are easier, and for me playing with the home, much simpler. Getting all the army rolls straight away and free is the best thing ever. I play most armies and switching is hard work in 9th. I hope the Forge World models are treated as first class citizens in this, as they're great models available and I love to play them. Index rules for a faction will likely be quite basic, so it's just the datasheets. This does mean that some of the faction's flavour is yet to come. I do worry about codex creep happening just as in 9th, and some factions being left around on indexes for 2 years. The datasheet seems to be very clear though. A nice breakdown for the weapon rules. There are some differences we can see, like multiple rules, assault and pistol, and some without any. Objective control is a new stat as objective secured has been removed, and it looks like morale is probably going to move to a 2d6 check. Wargear doesn't seem to be present on the datasheet, neither is battlefield roll if this is still a thing. It did feel really clear having a unit's wargear on its datasheet, so maybe doing lookups would be a bit rubbish. Universal special rules are back, as seen in 7th edition and of course in Horus Heresy. Twin linked, which is the one we can see here, which is most likely to be continued as reroll all hits. It will make understanding rules across factions easier as everyone is using the same set of rules. Also a negative, universal special rules are back. These are giant separate lists of lookup rules which will require constantly checking until you can remember them. This actually makes the game flow slower and harder for newer players because the details aren't on a datasheet. I'm taking the 0 AP on the datasheet as a good sign that things are less killy and the ridiculousness of 9th won't be repeated. Toughness stats are also set to increase, which is a great way to differentiate units. It could mean that some guns can't damage high toughness things, which is something I really love about Horus Heresy. There will apparently be an army builder for 10th. I hope it's vastly better than Battle Force, which often doesn't even match the rules that are available. I also hope it's a free tool, so fingers crossed. They have showcased one special ability on the datasheet which looks like a reaction, so something you can do in your opponent player's turn. This is cool as it keeps things more interactive, but could easily be forgotten if you have lots of these to remember. More to the point, it's unlikely you'll know your opponent's reactions, so it could lead to a few gotchas when something you plan to do is shut down, but I guess time will tell. There's fewer strats and this is good. Unit abilities can't be spammed, so the captain ability can only be used once per turn, even if you have lots of captains. This feels more like a free strat than an ability, and so we'll see what people think of it. Guard and World Eaters players really don't get along with their codexes. So far I've managed 2 games with Guard, and I've not even managed to play World Eaters yet as I'm still painting the army. I'll end up with about 1 game played with a new codex, and that's disappointing. I'm very excited for the starter box. It'll be packed with a massive amount of models and big discounts, just as Indomitus was. Having new Marines and Tyranids is going to be great. Let me know what you think about everything so far, and I'll see you soon. Bye!